It's from Psalm 139, verses 17 through 24. For the choir director, a psalm of David. How precious also are thy thoughts to me, O God! How vast is the sum of them! If I should count them, they would outnumber the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. O that thou wouldst slay the wicked, O God! Depart from me, therefore, men of bloodshed. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do I not hate those who hate thee, O Lord? And do I not loathe those who rise up against thee? I hate them with the utmost hatred. They have become my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxious thoughts. And see if there be any hurtful way in me, and lead me in the everlasting way. Today I will focus mostly on verses 20 through 22, and I'd like to read them again. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do I not hate those who hate thee, O Lord? And do I not loathe those who rise up against thee? I hate them with the utmost hatred. They have become my enemies. I'd like us all to take a moment to think of how many times we've heard the Lord's name used in vain this week. It's probably quite a few. This has become something that's socially acceptable. However, it is something that genuinely bothers me. That is the reason I chose these verses for my sermon. Many of you have heard that whoever you are a role model to often will follow off your examples or ideas, whether good or bad. Many of you who have children or are planning on having children one day should keep this one thought in mind. You are most likely a role model to your child. They are very likely to follow off the model you put forth. Children are not the only ones watching and listening. Replace the child and input a friend or a colleague or a peer. Say you are a role model to one of those people, and you say things like that. They're going to think it's cool or impressive and may choose to follow off that bad example. Take a moment and close your eyes. Think of the last time you heard God's name used disrespectfully and the person who used it so. Ask yourself, have I ever done anything to affect why they might be saying that? The majority of us can admit to saying something along those lines at least once. Think of your friend as the little child. Could you have been the reason for them saying things like that? Open your eyes. I have a quick little story for you. Back in about third grade, I was just another kid in the sea of little third graders. The common thing kids my age said was, quote, "Oh my God." Excuse me, I was using that solely for example purposes. So back to the story, I started joining in, not even thinking about what I was saying. I just started saying it along with others. I didn't say it often. It was something I do maybe once a week, only at school and around certain kids. It became less common, but I still didn't understand it was wrong. No one had taught me that important lesson. I came home one day and used that explicit language, and Dad was around me. Let's just say that didn't go well. But on the bright side, someone had finally told me that I needed to respect God's name. From then on, I've never said it again, and that day inspired me to sit down with people who say this and ask them why they say this. Do they not know God? I personally think that's kind of ironic. How many people go throughout their day without giving a single thought to Him? While in Psalm 139, verses 17 through 18, it is stated, "How precious also are thy thoughts to me, O God! How vast is the sum of them! If I should count them, they would outnumber the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee." That means that when you wake up and at every second of your day, God is thinking about you, and His thoughts for you outnumber the grains of sand. So this week, I challenge you to correct someone who uses the one and only Lord's name in vain. Stand up for your faith, and feel free to tell them why you are doing this. Take them to church. This week, I challenge you to guard your words closely. God only gave 10 commandments, and one of them was not to use his name in vain or disrespect. If you suffer from this like I once did, this will be a challenge for you. Tackle that challenge. Amen.